Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to make sure everyone gets in before we get started. Hi, Richie. I am going to add a poll into the chat, so if you can answer, it's basically asking what you're most excited about learning today. So some of the new features, there's a little preview there, but what you're most excited about, whether it's the payment system upgrades, the updates to built-in forms, scheduling forum posts, and then what everyone's usual favorite is like what's coming soon. So if you've been to one of the new feature webinars before, we do add a few teasers of what we're working on at the moment at the end of the webinar. Cool. If you haven't added to the poll already, then just add that in. Yeah, I can't see anyone, but I hope you can all see me. Hey, Justin. Amazing. So quite a few people are looking to learn more about the updates to built-in forms. So we've got a few of them. So I'm excited to share a bit more about that. Cool. And I like the interaction already, but we want to make it as interactive as possible. So if you have any questions whilst I'm going through the webinar, then just let me know. We do try and keep this to the new features that we've released and the ones that are up and coming. If you do have feature requests, I will ask you to send them over to the support team, and I won't be answering too many questions on feature requests if they're not related to the new features that I'm going through today. Cool, we've given everyone a couple of minutes, so I just want to say welcome everybody to today's webinar, where we're going to be going through all the new features and highlights from May 2023. A quick introduction to myself, so if you don't know me already, my name is Sam and I'm a product specialist. I've been hosting these new feature webinars the last few times, and hopefully this one can be helpful for you today. Cool, we already have a couple of questions going into the chat box. That's always great to see. The format of this webinar, so I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the features we're going to go through today. I'm then going to show you how you can use them on the web platform. At the end of that, we'll have a break for a Q&A, and then I will give you some more information on those new features that are coming very soon too. Cool, so just to get straight into it, the first feature, a big one that everyone was really interested in, we had multiple requests for, is introducing the free trial packages. So this is where you can build out 3-day, 7-day, 14-day, 30-day trials to use as a lead generation tool. It's really helpful for driving increasing retention and also using it as a funnel to get those leads to try out the platform and then start a recurring subscription or a one-time payment. For those people who have used the free trials or used the payment system before, you'll see that you have those automations from the products. So you'll continue to be able to have this, and we do have automations where after the free trial, if they've decided to cancel, they will automatically be archived. So it's a very seamless process. You'll be able to give them access to the content, the training that you want them to have access to. And then once that's over, they will be archived if they don't make the payment. And if they do make the payment, then they will just continue that subscription. Cool. A couple of questions on the chat box. So I can't hear anything. Can someone just confirm that they can hear me, Chelsea? I know you may be having an issue with the audio. Cool. Yeah, there may be an issue with the audio, Chelsea. I think everyone else can hear. And then also, is this going to be recorded? Yes, it is going to be recorded. So you will be sent this recording after. Cool. For the questions, if we can leave them till the Q&A bit, I know I said roll them out during the webinar, but it'll just be good to go through them one by one when we get to the Q&A. Amazing. So group tags for packages. So this is another feature you may not have seen, but can be really useful. So you'll be able to automatically group clients once they make a payment for a certain package. So whether it's like a group coaching program, they'll be tagged straight away once they make that payment, which can help you down the line to save time. So you'll be able to filter out these groups when you're on the web platform, and this will be really helpful for seeing their accountability if they are in that group. E-signatures for forms. So this is a big one. I'm guessing this is one that a lot of people are interested in. I've seen a few questions on this already. This is where you can take your waivers. You can have forms that you want signed on the platform. It's just making everything easier and bringing it into that one place. So when someone onboards, you can have built into an automation that they receive that form on day one. You'll be able to check if that's signed, and then you can get them into the training program that you want. Some additional features, functionality that we've added to forms too. So one is that you can comment on individual responses to your forms. So you can start that conversation from the form data, and also being able to export client responses as PDFs. So if it is a signed form, you want to have that saved copy in a Google Drive or something like that, then you can save that as a PDF and use it later. The next one is scheduling a forum post. So this is a really exciting feature and can save you a lot of time. So you'll be able to have a whole schedule built out of posts that you want going into the forum for your clients to see. You can set this up, a year in advance, a month in advance at a time, and it basically will help you prepare in advance rather than having to remember to post in that forum. You can just do that all in one block. Cool. So that's an overview of the features. I'm going to show you a little bit more on how you can find them and how you can use them. So if you don't think you've seen these features just yet, you'll be able to have a view of what this looks like on the web platform now. Amazing. So you should be able to see my web platform now. I'm guessing everyone uses this, and most people here will be customers of Everfit. But if you're not, then this is the web platform, and this is where our most powerful features are. So I'll start off with the free trials. So it's the exact same as using our payments and packages, but you can now add free trials as an option to your packages. So you can see this on-demand subscription package that I've built out, and you'll be able to see the pricing there. To add a free trial, you just go onto the overview page. You can edit this package whenever you want. This one's currently published. You can then edit the pricing. You'll be able to see in the advanced settings that you can allow that free trial period. So you can just turn that on, decide how long you want that free trial to be before they go into that recurring subscription, or you take the payment of a certain program. And then you can also allow that setting that archives clients when canceling a package within the free trial. You can then update the pricing, and then that's good to go. You can share that link wherever you want, whether it's on Google, whether it's on ads, social media, embedding into your website. You'll be able to dash those links absolutely everywhere. With the products, so you do want to set up the products like you would with a normal package, so they get access to that training content in the free trial. Let's say you wanted to give them a small taste of what they're getting. You could give them access to some on-demand content and start an autoflow, a program 1 week into it when they have become a fully paid customer. So there's loads of different options of how you can build that out and set it up in a way where they get a taste, but they don't get the whole thing straight away. Cool. I'm just going to cancel those edits. So you'll see the settings. I've gone through this in the last webinar, but we have got some additional settings now. So the group tag is the main one to go through today. So you can group clients the moment they make that payment. You'll see I have a few test groups here. You'll be able to add them, let's say, to PT clients. They can go straight into that group. And where this is extremely useful is for filtering those clients. So you'll see this group filter. You can then filter based off PT clients, and then it will show up everybody. And then you get views of stuff like accountability of training, tasks, last activity. You'll get all of that data here. Cool. Moving on to the forms and questionnaire updates. So I have got this weekly check-in form built out. I'm sure a lot of you have tested this feature out before. So now we've recently added the e-signatures. So this is where you can start having waivers, signed forms, all within the platform. It's as simple as adding, choosing signature, and then you can tell them exactly what you want them to sign. So I've got one here, sign up here if you love the updates. You can then just get the client's signature. They can add their full name, and that will be stored as a response. In the responses is where you'll find the additional features. So the ability to have that conversation with clients through comments is here. they'll be able to comment, you'll be able to comment based off their results, they can reply back, and you can begin that conversation about this check-in. There's also the ability to print it out as a PDF. So it's as simple as pressing onto this button. It has a very similar format to what you see here, and you'll be able to save that data. It works really well considering we've added the e-signatures at the same time. So if you want to store any contracts, any forms that you have signed, waivers, you can do that too. And then the final feature, the community forums, scheduling those posts. So I've got one scheduled post already built into this. So schedule a post to be released during the new features webinar. So we're a little bit early on this one, but you'll see this is scheduled for 5:30 today, and it will be getting posted probably by the end of this webinar. To schedule a post, it's as simple as going onto a post, writing a normal one. You can choose to post now, or you can schedule it. You can just go onto the calendar, choose the date, and then save that. You'll see that we have blocks of every 15 minutes, so you can just choose the time that works for you, save, and then that will be published on that day. I do just want to go through some of the new features that we've been working on and that will be released very soon. So this is the exciting part of the webinar where you get to learn about what's in the works. So there's 3 features that I can share about today. So one is replying to a message on the comments. So very similar to like an Instagram, Facebook style reply on a comment. You'll be able to do that for specific comments, results, even forum posts too. The next one is the group chat feature. So you'll be able to create group chats with clients together, trainers together, and you'll be able to communicate within that workspace. So this is another option just to add a bit more to that communication. We have the community forums, which are great. But if you want that WhatsApp group chat style communication, then this will be really helpful for that. And then the final one is the Garmin integration. So we have some really great integrations in the work at the moment, and one is Garmin. So this has been highly requested, the Garmin integration. So it is on its way, and we've been working on this to get this ready for you too. Cool. I see there's still a bit going on with the emojis. So are there any other questions about the features? Are the community forums GDPR compliant? So our platform in general follows GDPR compliance. So if you do want to check out our privacy and what that looks like, I will just get privacy policies up and I can send them into the chat. So you'll be able to see the privacy there. We also have terms of service. So if you just search on Google terms of service, data handling agreements, you'll be able to find all that on the internet. How soon are these new features coming? So I don't have a strict deadline ETA for these features. What I can tell you is we have been working on them and they are coming very soon. What that means is I'm not entirely sure on the strict deadline at the moment, but when we say we're releasing features soon, they seem to come pretty quick. So we are building out at a very rapid rate. And these are just a few of the new features that we've been working on and that are closer to being released. Cool. Will Apple Watch integration be coming soon? So we are working hard to get more and more integrations. We have some exciting ones on top of Garmin as well. Apple Watch will definitely be one that we continue to look into. Do free trials count towards our client limit? And then are we charged for free trial clients? So they will count towards your client limit and they will be an active client. If you wanted to have that like 30-day free trial and then deactivate them at the end, then it would just be that 1 month they'd have access, and then but they will count towards that client count. Is there a way to bulk message clients and have their first names pop up and be sent to them individually versus copying and pasting it to each individual person? So good question, Angel. So I will be able to look into this. It may be an update with the group chat feature where we can have that sort of individual messaging as well, but I'll look into that for you in a bit more detail. You can also ask the support team, as they're well clued up on any new features that we're releasing. One question about workouts: is there a way to make a setting for standard fields? I'd like to use RPE, but I have to adjust each exercise to match, otherwise it doesn't populate in the workout. So if you go through your exercise library and add RPE as a field for those exercises, then when you drag and drop that into the workout, that will appear. So that's probably the best option to do it. We don't have like a bulk change fields setting at the moment, but you will be able to go through, do that, and then rather than having to change that exercise every time, it will just be RPE if you spend the time going through the exercise library doing it, rather than each time you program that exercise. Can we purchase service to help on our program designs? So we don't currently have support with uploading programs, building out programs. You can definitely post something in the community forums. We have an amazing community of Everfit coaches, and I know that they've supported in the past, so that there can be some sort of support on program upload that someone may be happy to help you with. So if I use alternate exercises, all of them need to have an RPE field added to them. So if it's an alternate exercise, then it will follow the same tracking fields. So you won't need to set that up as RPE. It'll basically be that first exercise that you have to set it up as. Is an Apple Watch already connected to this app? So we have an integration with Apple Health, which is similar. So it does pull that step data, the body fats, body weight, all that data will be pulled over from Apple. You can create scheduled messages on autoflow, but will this ever be available for individual clients? For example, checking in on them at a time you agreed to on messages. So, Joseline, so that's a really, really great suggestion. I can definitely speak to the team about it. I have heard it before, and we will be able to look into that for you. It's sort of like a schedule for tasks, but for messages, it does make sense to me, and I can definitely send that through to the team. Can you send a link to the coach forum? Yeah, you'll be able to send a link. Oh, yeah. So will I be able to send the link? So yeah, I can send in some links. So the first link is for free trial. So if you are a new customer in your free trial and you want to go onto or haven't started the free trial, you'll be able to start your free trial by going through our website. We have the Facebook group. So this is where you'll find all the great coaches. You'll be able to join, post, collaborate with the different coaches on Everfit, and you can even add some suggestions in there too. And then finally is the support email. So I've mentioned them a few times today, but they are the experts in what's coming next. They'll be able to help you on any questions that you have, but that's probably the best place to go for anything like that. Repeat question, but for automatic entry to generalized programs, would these count against the client limits? If you have 100 plus clients joining onto the program, also will the studio program be the best option for this or on-demand workouts? Cool. So can you explain a little bit more? I'll try and pick out what you mean by this, but the question itself, so they will count towards the client count. Any active clients on Everfit will count towards the client count. The only ones that don't are the ones that are archived. So the clients will count. And in terms of the best functionality, so the studio programs are great for on-demand workout programs that you want to deliver, where people can start, pause, continue them whenever they want. The on-demand workout collections is more of a Netflix of workouts, where you can give them access to a bunch of workouts all at once. So it doesn't follow that calendar format that a studio program has, but it basically gives them access to a bank of workouts. So the studio programs may be better if you want them to follow a schedule more, but still have that flexibility. And the on-demand is great for a subscription if you just want them to view, those workouts and choose when they want to do them. Cool. Simon's got a question on YouTube video classes for clients to view. YouTube adverts are removed, don't display. Yes, so the YouTube adverts won't appear on the Everfit app when you upload like exercises, things like that, so they won't be able to see those ads. Is there any way to add alternate exercises to the actual exercise in the library? So not currently. So it will be manual, that process of actually adding that alternate exercise. It's a good suggestion. Again, I would recommend sending that to the support team. If the support team are hearing something more and more, then that's when we will push to make that change. So if you do have any of these really great suggestions, then we do really want to hear them, and I would send them through as much as possible to try and push that change too. Perfect. So the questions have slowed down a bit. You've got access to the free trial if you haven't started that already, the Facebook group, and then the support team email. So I hope this webinar was helpful. We are trying to do more and more of these new feature webinars, so you're constantly up to date with what we're adding to the platform and how to use it. But I do hope this was helpful to give you a quick glimpse of that. If you have any questions, then feel free to reach out to the support team. If you have my email too, feel free to send me one over. But I hope it all goes well with the new features, and we'll definitely be having another one of these very soon. So keep an eye out. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.